Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the second update for my rolling project pan. So this year I am again doing a rolling style project pan where I'm working on 10 products at any point in time. And my goal is to finish them all up. So I don't have any hit pan goals, no usage goal. Everything in this project is to use up. So that also means that some products will be in for the long haul, but I do have a really exciting update today. So I'm excited to share with you the progress. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we're going to go in the order that I have them listed on my phone, and I'm going to talk you through each product in order. And the first one that I have to share with you is the foundation that I'm currently working on, which is from Charlotte Tilbury. And that is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 3 Warm. This here is kind of what it looks like now. You can see the product right there. And this has been in for 2 months. In the first month, I used this one 44 times. And in the past month, I used it 33. And you can see the progress lines right there. Hopefully you can also see that's where the foundation has settled. So up here was my starting point. There in the center was my first update, and down here is where I am today. So pretty even progress. I'm really happy with where I am, and judging from that, I think I should be able to have this one out by next month, which is going to be exciting because that means that I probably have another empty for sure for the next update. So yeah, that is the first product. Nothing too exciting. It's my foundation. It's the one that I'm wearing today. It's one of my favorite foundations in my collection. I'm panning it because of its age, but I will definitely consider repurchasing this one in the future because I do really like how it looks on my skin. So that is the first product. The second product that I have to share is another kind of base product, and this one is a primer. So this here is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, which is a hydrating primer. This one is the 25 ml size. I don't know if that's a standard size or if this is just this luxe size sample. But I've been using this one over the last 2 months as well. I didn't roll anything out last month, so all of the products in here has been in for 2 months now. So maybe I shouldn't keep repeating that because it's going to end up being quite repetitive after a while. But with this product, I have used this one 9 times in the past month, which is way less than I did in the first month. In the first month, I used it 39 times. So I've definitely gone down in the amount of usage on this one. The reason for that is that I used to mix this one into my foundation. However, I found now that I prefer my foundation without it. I prefer using a smaller amount of foundation and really sharing it out than applying it with this, because I feel like this primer makes the longevity of my foundation go down if I mix them together. So I've been using this one underneath my foundation mainly, but yeah, very selectively, because again, I don't feel like my makeup lasts as long with this one underneath. So that's kind of why I've slowed down. I feel like it's definitely getting less in here though, and I feel like if I keep this up, it should be out in the next month or two. Not sure exactly how long because I can't really see through it, but hopefully this will be out next month, if not in 2 months time. Moving on to another base product, we have somewhat of a concealer type product. It is my Becca Under Eye Perfector, and this is the under eye brightening corrector in the shade light to medium. So I also been using this one obviously since the beginning of the year, and in the first month I'm going to roll the footage here what it looked like. So this is what it looked like when I first introduced it. I didn't have too much left in this anyway. I had used this quite a lot as it is. And after the first month, I had used it 37 times. And you can see what it looks like as well. So those were my 2 previous states. As you can see, last month I didn't have too much left. And this is where I am with this product today. So hopefully you can see there that I was able to finish this product up, which is really exciting. And it actually only took me 6 additional uses to finish that up. So as you can see, this one is now done, and I'm really happy with having this one out. This is my first empty product in this project, which is really exciting. So yeah, this one is going to be rolling out, and I'm going to replace it at the end of the video. I have actually, since rolling this out, introduced a second one. I do have, I think, one more backup after this, but I've been using this backup here. You can see this one has some good use on it already, but yeah, I love using this one every single day. I'm using it today as well, this new product right here. So I'm definitely going to continue using it. I just don't want to roll in this new one right now at least, but I'm happy to have the older one out. So next we are moving away from base product a little bit, and we're going into cheeks. And the first product I'm going to start with for that is bronzer. And I have been working on this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which looked like this at the introduction. So as you can see, I had a little bit of pan in this one. If I can recall it at least, I think I had a little bit of a pan in this product when I first rolled it in. And then after the first month, I had used it 28 times. So this is what it looked like at that point. I have since then continued expanding the pans, and I actually have exactly 28 more uses on it, and this is what this product looks like today. So hopefully you can see there that the pan has expanded quite a bit, and I'm really happy with what this product is looking like at the moment. It's definitely moving a bit quicker. I still definitely have some time left with this product, but I'm just excited that it is expanding relatively quickly. So that is where I am with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm really happy with how this is progressing, like I said. I do foresee this being in the project for at least 2 more months, because I don't think I can finish this up in the next month. I do, however, think I might need to repress this at the next update, or even before. We'll see how it goes. But if I do end up repressing it, I will probably film it for you guys, so you can see what it ends up looking like. But for now, it's fine picking up. But I feel like as soon as everything's going to be like around, like when they just get like this all around, I will probably have to repress it, because it's going to get quite hard to use at that point. But that is where I'm with the bronzer, and I'm really happy. It's the one that I use every single day. I'm wearing it today as well, as you can see, and it suits me really well. I get along with this bronzer great. Next up, for cheek products, we have a highlighter, and this actually comes from my Sleek Solstice palette, which is a highlighting palette, and I'm currently working on the third shade in the palette called Subsolar, which is this kind of light off-white, kind of yellowy white highlighter right here. So you can see what it looked like when I first introduced it. I had a dip in this highlighter, but no pan yet, but that is where I was when I first introduced it. I was in the first update able to hit pan on this one. I had used it 41 times total at the first update, so you can see what it looked like here at that point. And since then, I've actually also used this on 28 times, same as the bronzer, and this is what this one looks like today. So hopefully you can see that I have expanded the pan quite a bit. I'm really happy with how quickly this highlighter is moving, especially because I have some lofty highlighting finishing goals this year. I want to get through quite a lot of highlighter, so I'm happy that this one is moving along. So like I said, I've used this one 28 times. It's the highlighter shade here at the bottom, and I have used this one 28 times in the past month, and I'm really happy with how this one is looking. I think this one is going to be done similar time frame as the bronzer. I think I have 2 more months with this one, probably. I wish I could have it out next month, but I honestly feel like that is not going to be completely realistic, because, yeah, it's just going to take a bit longer to finish up. But yeah, that is where this one is at the moment. I really like this highlighter. I'm wearing this one today as well. It is quite bright, like quite light, but if I shade this out, or if I used to use it with a fan brush, it works really well for me. And yeah, I just been loving this highlighter. So it is always going to stay in the project. Same as with the bronzer. I feel like maybe I need to repress this before the next update, and if not, at the next update. And if that's the case, I'm obviously going to show you what the repressing looks like. We'll see how I get along with these two products. But again, I feel like these two are on par. So if I repress one, I'm definitely going to repress the other two. So we're just going to have to see when that happens. But that is the next product, which is the Sleek Solstice palette. So we have one more cheek product to go, and that is a blush. This is a blush from Max Factor, and it is in the shade Lovely Pink. This is one of their cream puff blushes, and you can see here what it looked like when I first introduced it. I had a little bit of use on this blush, but nothing too much. However, there's not that much product in these products. After the first update, I had used this one 20 times, and you can definitely see that the dome had flattened out quite a lot. So that is where I was at the last update, and I was really hoping to finish this blush before today. Since last time, I have used this one 20 times, and this is where I am with this blush today. And hopefully you can see there that I was able to finish this one up. That is just the grid pattern that you're seeing, and there's no product left in this blush. So I am really happy to say that I was able to finish this one up. Like I said, there is like no product left in here. Like maybe there's like a little bit of a sheen, but like, yeah, there's no blush left in here. It is completely finished up. That is just the kind of baked grid pattern it was baked on. So this one took me 40 uses to finish up, which is quite a low amount for a blush. Again, I had used it a couple times before, but it wasn't like super well loved in my collection. So I'm really happy to have this one out. I think there was several reasons why I finished this one up so quickly. First of all, it was a very light shade, and I can build this one up quite a lot. And secondly, again, there is not too much product in here, so I think the combination of those two factors meant that this one went really fast. So that means that I have a second empty in this update, so I'm going to go ahead and roll this one out too and replace it. So yeah, we'll see what I end up replacing this one with. I will let you know in a second. But for now, this product is rolling out. So the last couple of products we have are kind of like eye focused products. And the first one I have is an eyeliner. This one comes from Rimmel and it's one of their Scandalized eyeliners in the shade Taupe. Which looks like this. So as you can see, I don't have too much left of this one now. I have used this one quite a lot. Well, not quite a lot, but I have used a decent amount of it. I had 8 uses on it in the past month, and I actually had 8 uses on it in the first month as well, for a total of 16. But this one is moving along. I don't think this is going to be done next month. It's probably going to take another 2 months to finish this one up. I will go ahead and show you the progress lines and you'll see what I mean. And yeah, it's nice. I don't use it every day. The way I've found that this one works for me is as an eyeshadow base, and that's kind of why I don't use it every single day, but it also goes much faster and I like it way better than like using it as like a waterline pencil. So let me again show you the paper so you can see how much it has moved. So you can see right there, that is where I was when I started. This is the first update and this is where it is now. So it has moved a pretty like consistent amount, which makes sense because I have used it 8 times for each month. And comparing it to like the pencil now, like the movement, you can see that it's about half of the original pencil, which is why I'm saying it's probably going to be 2 more months before I can roll this one out. But that's fine by me. It's an easy product to reach for every now and then. I feel like that completely threw off my white balance. I think that's better. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to continue using this one and hopefully it can be out in the next 2 months or so. So we have 3 more products to go and all of them are actually eyeshadows. The first one is the one that I'm probably the most happy with. Actually, we'll see. But I'm really, really happy with the progress on this one anyway. And that is the eyeshadow from Glam Shop in the shade Turbo Mioka, which is this beautiful, you can see how it rolls throughout the progress. You can see it's this beautiful iridescent shade. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it is like a blue to purple to pink iridescent and it's super stunning. So that is where it was when I first introduced it. In the first month I used it 9 times and you can see what it looked like here. I expanded the pan a little bit, but that was my first month update. And then lastly, before today, I used this one 11 additional times and this is where this eyeshadow is today. So hopefully you can see there what it looks like and how much I have expanded the pan. I'm really, really happy with this progress. For memory at least, I have expanded the pan quite a lot and I can definitely see the end of this eyeshadow now. So like I said, that is where I am with this eyeshadow today. It is moving along. I'm really, really happy with the progress. I can definitely see that I've thinned out everything. And yeah, it's just moving. You can see the pan, like how big it is. I've used it 11 times in the past month for a total of 20, which is really good in the project. This is a product that I am not in a rush to finish. I'm going to use it whenever I feel like it. I mainly use it as an iridescent shade, like on my inner corner or as a topper shade on my lid, but mainly as an inner corner highlight. I did actually also in the past month use this as a topper shade on my nails. So 5 out of the 11 uses actually comes from that. I did a beautiful had a dark brown base with this on top and it was a beautiful nail look and I might do that again just to help with the progress on this one, but I do really like it on my eyes too, so I don't really want to like waste it on my nails, if that makes sense. But yeah, of course this one is staying in the project, but I'm happy with the progress that I was able to make on it. Then the next product I'm going to breeze over, that is my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Amaze. This right here is where it was at the introduction. You can see what it looked like. Yeah, I had pan on it since before, but that is my starting point. In the first update, I used this one 4 times, and this is where it looked like at that point. Yeah, so that is where it was last month, and I'm not going to show you a clip of today because I actually haven't used this one at all. It looks exactly the same. I haven't used it. I just completely forgot about this product. I know I said in the last update that I wanted to get more use out of this product. I was hoping to get maybe 10 uses out of this product, but I completely forgot about it. I thought about it yesterday and I was like, oh, I should do it in a look today, but I just wanted to do something different for my look today. And I'm actually using one of my palettes in my Big Fat Eyeshadow project today for like a singular palette look. So I didn't want to include this one. And that's kind of why I didn't use it. I'm going to step it up next month though. I'm going to try to use this one as my nail polish at least once, which should give me 5 uses. And then maybe on my eyes a couple times. So maybe I will aim for 10 next month. I know I said that last month too, but I will really step up my usage game on this one. I will put this with my rest of my like palettes. And I have this like in my like main compartment where I have like, I don't know, eyeliners, foundations, concealers, powders, all of that kind of stuff. blushes, all of that. I have that in like a specific area. And then I have all my eyeshadows, like single eyeshadows in like my magnetic singles. I have my palettes, all of that kind of stuff in a different drawer. And I think that's why I forget about this one, because it's not with the rest of my eyeshadows. So I'm going to put this with the rest of them, and hopefully that will help me to use it more. Because yeah, I'm a little bit sad that I didn't use it, but I should be able to still get through this year. So I'm not too worried about it. Then we have the final item in this project, which is another eyeshadow like I mentioned, but I'm actually using this one for my brows. And that is the Burberry single eyeshadow. It's one of the sheer eyeshadows in the shade Rosewood. Which looks like this. You can see what it looks like at the introduction. Again, I already had pan on this one when I first rolled it in. It was a very, relatively small pan, so that is where I was when I started. In the first month, I used this one 33 times. It was like a daily eyebrow product for me, which is why the usage is so high. And I also expanded the pan a lot in the first month, so you can see that here. And since then, I have used this one 29 additional times, and this is where it is today. So hopefully you can see again that I have continued to expand the pan, and I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with how much the pan has expanded, and I think you can hopefully tell a lot in the clips. I think at least from memory it has expanded quite a lot. So again, 29 uses on this one, and I'm really happy with it. You can see right there how it looks now. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. This is going to be in for the long haul for sure. Even though, you know, I have really high usage on it, you can see how much product is left in here. This is a giant eyeshadow. It has 2.5 grams, which is just massive. So it's going to stay in for a long time, but it's an everyday kind of product for me. I'm using it in my brows today. It's really easy for me to reach for. So I know I'm going to finish this up at some point, and I'm not too worried about having it in the project, because it's an easy product to get use on and also be able to show you some great progress on. So that is my Burberry eyeshadow. So we have two products rolling out. We have my Becca Under Eye Corrector and my Max Factor Blush. Both of these will be rolling out, so I'm going to replace it with two new products. So the first product that I'm introducing is this right here, which is my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 20 Light Medium. This is a little bit deep for me, but I have been playing around with it recently, because I just want to see if I could start working on it. And this has a lot of product in it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to like measure this or anything, but hopefully you can see around the edges there how much is left. I don't think I'm going to be able to mark it, because I can never get it 100% flat. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to like show you the product and kind of where I am each time. I don't think again I'm going to be able to mark it. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm going to track it, I think. But this one is a little bit deep for me, like I said, but I have been playing around with it, using it as a setting powder on like the perimeters on my face, because I have been using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder on my under eyes and my T-zones, and I love that powder. It's such a good powder. I really enjoy it. However, I've noticed sometimes that like my blush gets a bit patchy, because this area of my face is really set, and then this like side area here is like maybe not fully set, and I can clearly see the line where like I've used the powder and where I haven't. So I've been playing around with this one a little bit every now and then to set the outside of my face, and it's been working really well. It doesn't like look too dark at all. I just feel like this would be too dark for me to like obviously bake with, but for a face setting powder it works really well. So that's kind of why I want to introduce this one. I don't really have any product in the cap. When I first like started using this one, there's loads of product in there, but I have used that up, so now it's mainly what is at the bottom. So I'm going to roll this one in, see how I get along with this powder, and my goal this year is to finish it, obviously in this project as well. I'm going to try to finish it. I have no idea how long that's going to take, because it contains 20 grams, which is quite a lot. So yeah, that is the first product which I'm going to roll in, and again that is my Fit Me Loose powder. For the second product, I was umming and ahhing what I wanted to roll in. I was going between this product and a concealer that I also want to pan this year, and I just could not decide. Originally when I filmed this video, like when I sat down to film this video, I actually had the concealer out, but when my camera overheated and I had to take like a small break, I actually rethought it and I decided to go with this product here, which is actually another blush. I'm going straight into another blush, and it's one of my NARS blushes. This here is the shade Deep Throat, which is it's actually broken packaging, which is one of the reasons why I want to pan it. But this one is such a beautiful kind of corally blush. It looks like this. One of the reasons why I didn't want to roll this one is because I thought it was going to be too close to one of the blushes in my Hourglass Ambient Edge Ghost palette, which is the one I'm panning for my Pan That Face palette. But this one is actually a lot deeper, so I thought I could pair those two together, and the other one is like a lighter wash of peach, and then if I wanted to go a bit kind of bolder with the peachy coral, I could put this one on. So I am very much aware that this one might not be done this year. This one has 4.8 grams, but the NARS blushes are so hard packed, so I don't know how long this is going to take. I know I've used this one a lot, but you can't really tell at all. It looks very brand new still. It even has like some of the like lined, I don't know, imprints on the sides, but I'm committed to this blush. It's a beautiful color. I really do like wearing it, and I ultimately want to get this one out because the broken packaging. So yeah, that is going to be the second product that I'm rolling in, and that is also going to wrap up all of the products. So there you guys is it for my rolling product pan update. Let me know how you're doing with your product pans down below. Let me know if you think I'm going to have any products out next month. I think for sure I'm going to have out that foundation. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to have anything else out that I can recall at this moment at least. But let me know what you think down below. Otherwise, I really hope you're having a lovely day wherever you guys are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!